All right, lads, let's do it. Put an AirPod in. Can you put an AirPod in?
Oh, good.
Thanks. Thanks. I'm hardly going to hear you.
Okay, I just don't do that.
You can watch it in your own room as well, so you've heard, but...
I don't get to watch races with you every day.
Yeah.
And I can kind of half watch it with you.
Sure.
Because
Something like that.
yeah.
Yo, what's... Okay. What's good? Welcome, Gasser. Let's go. Predictions for today. What are we thinking? Test. Yep. All right. Ferrari 1-2, says Gasser. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No chance. And yeah, well, Hamilton's starting P12, so. Liam Lawson P3 is wild as well. 6 or 7 red flags. Okay. Well, no, the chance of there being that many red flags is incredibly low because obviously exponentially risk decreases the less cars that are in the race. I'd look, 2 I think is pretty plausible. Oh, I don't know if I can read that, but sure. And I'll remove the ad lib at the start. Antonelli hitting both McLarens. Can you imagine he like sticks it up the inside of the 2 or something, and then they kind of converge on him? That'll be interesting. Hey Rose, welcome. How are you? Carlos starting P2. Does he get a good launch off the line and get Max into turn 1? What do you reckon? Max honestly has a really good chance at winning this race. I you know, if there was a car passing him, hold them off, and he should be able to pull a decent gap here at the start also, with the likelihood of a few slower cars between him and the McLarens after the first lap that they have to work through. I think there's a pretty good chance of a Max win here, back to back, which is going to be the first time we've seen that for quite some time, which is, you know, shocking to say, but yeah, there you go. Max now takes off for the start of the formation lap. I have a feeling we'll have a DNF by lap 10. I think we could see a mechanical issue. I believe we had a Charles Leclerc engine failure here about 2 years ago. Hopefully, for his sake, that doesn't happen again. Baku has not really got on with him historically. Everyone knows about the I am stupid incident. It's so funny looking at the city skyline, or sorry, the bird's eye view, moreover, because about every building complex has like a courtyard in the middle. So there's just buildings around the outside, and then a small courtyard in the. Well, not a small courtyard; they're actually quite large, to be fair to them. But yeah, the architecture is great. Sage says, "I just love watching 20 millionaires drive in circles for 2 hours." Absolutely, absolutely. Some of them aren't making that much money. The rookies, for example, might not even. Oh my god! It's no way. It is Rose. It is the 21st night of September. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Great. Great observation, Rose. I'm proud of your work. Impressive stuff. This is probably one of the most exciting grids we've had for a long time. If only it wasn't Max on pole who was bound to tear away from the start. Where can you watch the F1 Trey? You can head over if you're in Australia and New Zealand, head over to Kayo Sports. That's obviously the best place to go. You can get your first month for just $1. If you get it now, you'll get Singapore as well. What have you got another race this month after Singapore? I'm not sure. Otherwise, if you wanted to save it, you can wait till there's a triple header or something like that. Nick Stav back with it. All right, buddy. All right, settle down. Nick Stav's probably playing bloody division rivals right now on FC26. I am not, though. I have been. I have been. Look at that beautiful controller gets caught by the green screen. Something papaya rules yield position to Norris. Can you imagine? They need to back off of it now though. You can't keep doing it. Okay, you've made the mistake one time. Just.
I think I'm just gonna go to my room because what if we're like, I don't think we're synced and you
No,
might
we're
get
not.
up before me.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. The race is starting now, lads. The race is beginning. Here we are. Oh, get the right light on. There we go. All right. Max is positioning for Carlos at the start here. Nick Stab's mum reveal. It's my sister. All right. Here we go. You've had a tummy ache. Oh, Norris had a tummy ache. Oh, okay. You're just joking. I see. My apologies. Now, guys, I've been sick and I'm still recovering, which is why I wasn't there yesterday for quali, unfortunately. So when I struggle to speak here, forgive me. I am really fighting for my life, okay? So prepare for this to be a bit shit. All right, lads. The green flag is waving now at the back of the grid here in Baku for the start of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. There's 4, there's 5 red lights, and we are racing here in Baku. Of course, we see Max Verstappen getting a really great start. He's already ahead of Carlos Sainz to the left-hand side. Further back now, we have the Red Bull down the inside of Lando Norris. And what's happened? Where's the other McLaren? Oscar Piastri's had an awful start. Oscar's down. He's in P20. What happened to Oscar Piastri? This is sabotage, lads. What's happened? What's happened to Oscar? Did he get bogged down or something? Did he get... No, this is just not how it's supposed to be. Now we got... Is that Kimi Antonelli down the inside of the Red Bull of Yuki Tsunoda? Or George Russell, sorry. Oh, I'm... What the hell's happened to Oscar Piastri here? I need to see. What? Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong. The championship's done, lads. Oh, no, what's going on? Red flag, we need a red flag. Yellow flag. Oh, it's Oscar's DNF'd. No! What has happened to Oscar Piastri this weekend? He's into the barriers at turn 6. What is going on? So what has happened? This is absolute disaster.
Oh my God.
Get out. Oh my God. We've got a safety car here now. Oscar Piastri has DNF'd. He's P20. I must have an issue with his car because he didn't get off the line properly. I have a feeling... Yeah, guys, get out of his face. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. So off the line... No? Okay, we're watching the replay here. So he goes around the outside. He just... What? His car doesn't have brakes. What the hell? What have they done? He just doesn't have any brakes. The rumors, so the speculation is not going to be helped by this. Everyone's waffling, saying that McLaren are going to take the brakes out of his car. Have they taken the brakes out of his car? Oh my God. Oh, I'm fuming. Oh, jeez. What happened at the race start? I'm actually heartbroken. Yeah, what happened? Was that a brake issue? I feel like he just didn't brake.
Formula One is go! The greatest spectacle in motorsports. It is a new day. Formula One is go! The greatest spectacle in motorsports. It is a new day. Formula One is go! The greatest spectacle in motorsports.
Sorry, lads, bear with. If I need to blow my nose or anything like that, we gotta cut to the temporary the other scene. Well, we absolutely need a Lando DNF. Oh, Oscar jumped. I think that was an error on his behalf. Okay. So Oscar after the start there jumped the start for whatever reason, I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see what he says post race. His race is officially over now though, so we might hear from him relatively soon. And then as a result of that, him trying to get back on it after that, him trying to get back on it and underway, he just kind of bogged down. I'm watching on Kayo Sports. Oscar DNF to hit the wall. Anti-stall. Yeah, anti-stall. Fair play, Joshy boy. Did Fernando Alonso also jump the start? I think he did. I think he did based on what happened to Oscar, but Alonso, I reckon, still gets a penalty. Yeah. Who do I think will win the race? Max Verstappen. So what's Pierre Gasly? Liam Lawson, can you imagine? So Lando is down a position as we speak, alright? So he is P8 right now. Hajar got past. Yeah, long safety car. Safety car. The life's been sucked out of me here. Hello, welcome. What I know about Totter? What's that? Team of the season? Team of the year? I don't know what the R is on the end. But, yeah, can you imagine if we stayed up late for that? I mean, I'm always up late anyway. None of this is a DNF, so it's found the team. Yeah, I agree. You know, papaya rules. Papaya rules. Yeah. Lando, can you please... It has to be... You have to make it fair. Okay, I don't know. Mini SpongeBob. Oscar DNF, lads. He's hit the wall. Mudryk retiring? Yeah, isn't he going to be a track athlete, track and field, or he wanted to be a sprinter, right, for Ukraine? Safety car is ending at the end of this, lads. Did Oscar start the race? He did, very poorly. He jumped the start, then bogged down, anti-stall kicked in, started P20 off the line, and then hit the wall. Rest in peace, the championship. His car was rigged. I don't know. Off the line, I believe that was a driver error, for sure. I mean, benefit of the doubt, maybe there was something that happened, but... Correct, Aussie, Sean. Surely Lando has to crest to make it fair. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Here goes Max. Max, so what happened to Oscar? Oscar Piastri, he just crashed out, lads. I don't know how much more to say. He hit the wall at turn 5, 6? Here we go. So Max is going to go as late as he can here, because that straight is so long. So he doesn't have to go until the line, really. And he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's legged it. He's legged it. He's going to have a enough space to Carlos. Does Liam Lawson go for it, though? Oh, we've got some more action behind. The Mercedes going side by side. Ferrari gets past Lando Norris. That's brilliant news if you're an Oscar Piastri fan. Lando's down to P9 right now, and we've got George Russell now, who's down to P6. Might be P7. He's not even in... Okay, I thought he was going to end up in the wall there. He's not. Gasly's down P16. Yeah, so Alonso is being investigated for that start procedure. Lando Norris going side by side with Charles Leclerc there. He just needs to get some form of points today, Lando. Rip. Charles Leclerc up to P8 now. We got Sonoda in P5, Russell down to P6, Hadjar's up to P7, Leclerc's up to P8, and Lando's down to P9. Down 2 places. Sure, it's nothing in comparison to his teammate, but not what he would have wanted. Bear with.
Formula One is go! The greatest spectacle in motorsports. It is a new day. Formula One is go! The greatest spectacle in motorsports. It is a new day. Formula One is go! The greatest spectacle in motorsports. It is a new day. Formula One is go! The greatest spectacle in motorsports. It is a new day.
Lando Norris now all over the back of Ishak Hadjar, fighting for P8. He's pulled out to the right-hand side. How much can Hadjar actually fight this? Are they side by side still? I think they are. Nah, Lando's through. Never mind. Oh, Hajar's going to try and stick it. Oh, he's almost sucking up the inside on Lando there. That would have been very, very close. Now fighting with his idol, Lewis Hamilton. Leclerc's back to P8 now. Lewis now down to the outside of Isak Hajar under brakes. He's going to get boxed out here, and Hajar keeps the place for now. It sounds to me, by the way, guys, that Oscar Piastri is going to have a penalty in Singapore. What are your thoughts on that, guys? Piastri penalty for Singapore. Oscar DNF'd. So Oscar would get a penalty because he's been penalised, I believe, for that the jump start. And because he jumped the start, he's been given a penalty. But because he's not going to be able to serve the penalty. There you go. I think it would be a grid penalty. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's kind of pointing out the obvious, Rose. Rose says Oscar has not had a good race. Really? It's almost like he's not even in the race anymore. What the hell happened with Oscar? Yeah, DNF'd, didn't it? Terrible. Lewis on the back of Hajar here. I think he needs to bide his time. Because Charlotte McLaren sends Lando into the wall. Yeah, you know, make it even. Alonso's got 5 seconds for jumping the start. Yeah, Alonso knows. Yuki gets a podium? Nah. No. I'm looking at a Liam Lawson or a Carlos Sainz for what I would like. That's on my wish list. Yellow flags. Okay, green. This is the race. No, Division Rivals does my head in. Oh, almost collision there between Hajar and Lewis Hamilton. Leclerc and Lando now battling for P7. This is going to continue on for quite some time now. You would hate for Charles Leclerc to take out Lando Norris for the sake of parity. Piastri DNF'd, lads. He DNF'd. He bogged down off the race start and then hit the wall. Yeah, he locked up. A really bad lockup. Yeah, I've played 9 hours of my 10, Ayub. Yeah, I've done 9. 1,000 likes. Thanks, Ozzy. Thanks, Sean. It's Clifton, that's a hard one. Whose fault is it, the driver or the car for a lockup? It depends. Generally speaking, I don't think it's car. Drivers know that lockups are part of it, and you've got to be able to adjust for the conditions. Yeah. Just I think he was very eager to try and get around the outside there with colder tires, with more fuel load, all this sort of stuff. I just choked. Yo, what's that, Wolf boys? Yeah, well, rip. How about that? What the hell, indeed. Yeah, it was tragic. Heartbreaking. We're talking about pastry here. Who do I support? Oscar, I guess more than anyone. This race will be a one stop unless there's like safety cars and stuff, whatever, that allow for two stops. They would. Yeah, I think two stops is probably the safe option. Just depends on how they want to. Hey, how you could make a one stop work. I do agree. I think Oscar has made a bit of a mistake here. I don't. He jumped the start. I want to hear what he has to say about it. I think it might end up being a two stop. But if there's enough safety cars, then you take a lot of laps out the race, so you could make the one stop work then because your tires aren't doing that much. Yeah, I do think Oscar made the big boo boo. Yeah, Rose. I'm gonna have to deal with Oscar being penalized while I'm in Singapore. That's no fun. George Russell now trying to get past Sonoda. Still, he's not able to do it, man. Sonoda's defending really well here. Really, really ruining Russell's race. He'll be fuming. He needs to get past here. I reckon he will. This is going to be either they end up in the wall or George pulls off a great move. To the outside, Sonoda. No, yeah, he's done it. There we go. Well done. There we go. Lando similarly is still behind Leclerc. Half a second the gap. Can he etch out an appropriate gap prior to the main straight? Just behind him, though, is also Hamilton. So he's in a bit of a Ferrari sandwich right now, which is interesting. Yeah, George just had that run on him. Easy overtake there for George on Yuki Tsunoda. Of course, out the front right now, we've got Max Verstappen, who is very well clear. Maybe some rain. Hello. Interesting. If there's rain in this race, anything could happen. Yeah, a Williams V-Carb podium would be crazy. Yeah, Lawson is driving really well too. But wait, I reckon Russell will catch that. Oh, he already has. No, he hasn't. Never mind, 2.2. Yeah, poor Oscar. But I have a feeling that he has mostly himself to blame, unfortunately, which is not something that you say very often about Oscar. It's his first sort of slip up has been this weekend. Yeah. Max Radio. Just keep on top of it. Yeah, valid. For time like this, go on, Carlos. What's happened with the McLarens? Just driver error, really. They've both just been fumbling this weekend. Lewis on the back of Lando, unable to follow through the second sector so nicely. But I have a feeling that they'll be quicker on the straight. So let's have a little look-see. Yeah, if you start on the medium, can you make it to... If they're expecting rain in 20 laps, or was it 20 minutes? Does anyone remember? Was it 20 laps or minutes? Whichever. Will the mediums not make that window? If the mediums can't make it to the rain, if there is a rain switchover, they'll be cooked. Which means Sainz and Lawson will be cooked. Yikes. No good. So you're seeing now Kimi Antonelli, George Russell gap has shrunk by about 0.6 in a lap or two. Oh, wait. No way. So you're Jack Aitken then, are you? Jack Aitken married someone that went to my university. Fun fact. Lewis needs a match with whatever Sophia produces. What? What? What does that mean? What happened to Piastri? He bogged down at the start of the race. We jumped the start, then he hit anti-stall, and he tried to like stop after his thing. And then he hit the wall. He had a massive lock up into turn 5. Hit the wall. No good. Who wins from here? Max Verstappen, easily. Miss Kitty Cat, I don't know what you're saying. Kimi Antonelli is within a second again of Liam Lawson, needing to push on because fastest man on track right now is his teammate behind him, George Russell P5 right now, 1.2 seconds behind. I am watching the race on Kayo Sports, and the data above me is from F1 Multiviewer. Sainz podium. I would like that to happen. Surely. He's not 11 seconds ahead of Leclerc. That's gap to leader. Interval to the one the next over is what you want to look at. So you got gap to leader and then interval. Who else is looking shaky? I don't know, man. No one really. It's a nice move from Ollie Behrman, going past Pierre Gasly. There you go, George Russell, fast lap again. He's now within a second to Kimi Antonelli, and as they go down the straight, he will have something to say about this position. Does he have to force his way past, or do they swap? Surely they'd swap, if they know what's good for them. Because they're battling with the Ferrari in the Constructors' Championship. For them, that's important. They are not in the same position as McLaren, so... I would say, Kimi, George is faster than you. Let him pass. Colapinto's DRS train is crazy. That's wild. Hello, Daniel. He jumped the start, then bogged down, and anti-stall kicked in, so he didn't get off the line. went P20, and then in P20 he had a huge lockup and then went into the wall. Clifton, your wife thinks that Carlos and Liam Lawson might crash. Well, they are a good 3 seconds apart as it stands, so I would disagree with that. Do you think they'll crash into each other, or do you think they'll crash individually? At which point, I don't think so. There's not an abundant amount of pressure on Carlos. Lawson potentially could if he's battling with Antonelli. But yeah. Paddock Cat, I don't know. I've not seen any of that stuff. Your cousin is Lance Stroll. Crazy. That is a brilliant question. How many donuts? Well, the thing is that you wouldn't be able to fit it anyway. You wouldn't be able to fit it without breaking the donut. You silly git. Alex Albon now passed Pierre Gasly for a whopping P17. Colapinto passed Stroll. And by that I mean Colapinto defending from Stroll, Stroll getting past, and then Colapinto getting him again. Yeah, Liam Lawson won't hold on to this P3, that's for sure. Yes, Piastri did indeed DNF. No goods. Miss Kitty Cat, who are you talking about? You are absolutely sending me. You're talking about Lewis Hamilton having a child with someone, but I don't know who you're talking about. And also, Lewis is, like, unbelievably single. Explain. Explain what you're talking about. How many laps is it at? 15. You can have a look in the top corner up here. The website for the data, it's an application called F1 Multiviewer. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I've never tried to stack donuts on myself. So degenerate. And it would depend on the donut. Is there a regulation size, or, you know, if you did some super thin donuts, then you could do a lot more. Did a really thick one, you wouldn't be able to get as many. So have some continuity, you know. Just make sure you have the regulations set. How many Rubik's Cubes wide? 17. Crazy width. And I got a Rubik's Cube here, actually, somewhere. Where is it? Oh, I don't. It's disappeared. I had a Rubik's Cube here. Piastri crashed into a wall, lads. Yeah, George saying, let me past, essentially. Expressive Pets. Yes, this is Formula One. It was not the same as Q3, I don't think. He crashed into the outside wall at turn 5. Actually, I can see it up there. It's turn 5, yeah. I have a map of Baku up on the wall behind me. Max Verstappen, welcome to the chat. This live? Yes, this is live. Nice move from Ocon there. Ooh, big luck up from Lewis Hamilton avoiding the wall. What happened with Piastri? Nothing good. No, he's DNF, mate. Hit the wall. Turn 5. Oscar Piastri is watching the race from the side of the track. That's sick, with a phone up there for him. That's pretty dank. He looks pretty chill. Oh, we've got a spin! We've got a spin! It's Alex Albon colliding there with Franco Colapinto. Colapinto, after holding everyone up, that was a moment of, alright mate, I gotta take one for the team here. Alex Albon spins Colapinto around and says, that's for the DRS train. Evidently not. Hello. How many... Oh my god, stop with these questions. You're in Canada and your dog needs a walk, Clifton? That's good, man. You take that dog for a walk. Oh, wow, yeah, Colapinto's cars, his tyres are super flat spotted. Look how bumpy that ride is for him. We'll need to switch him again. I do not know who you are, no. Yeah, Alex has kind of gone for a gap that didn't exist. Who do I think will be next to crash? Franco Colapinto just did. Is it Zane or is it Ben? Not the Jack Russell. Okay, so is it Zane then? Is it Zane? Is it you? I don't know. Why don't you have a name? Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. I just clicked on your thing. It says Zane McPherson. I think it's you, Zane. Was good. Join our Discord. We'll play Skate 3 after the race. Yellow flag for track hazard. What's this? Is this the same thing? It's Zane Victor Robert Cullen. It's not actually your full name though, is it? You've added shit, right? Or am I learning stuff about you here that I didn't ever know? I might be stupid. I might be a bad friend. Maybe I just never knew. I can tell you where he lives too if you want, guys. And his age. And his date of birth. And his mother's maiden name. And I'm not gonna do it, I swear. I mean, to be fair, you're moving, right? So you'll be gone before anyone finds you. I don't know the new address. San Marie 81, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Do you think Max can still have the title? No chance. App name. I'm watching the F1 on Kayo Sports, but the data that you're looking is F1 Multiviewer. But it's like an app with a bunch of plugins, and you need to have an F1 TV subscription and stuff as well. Look up F1 Multiviewer if you want. It's not free. Fernando got a penalty for jumping the start. Zane isn't... Oh, wait, he is getting Rizzy. Okay. Wait, Rose, are you the Rose? STR Rose? Yeah. Back up, bro. Back up. Zane is mine. Rose, you would know Zane. Zane is the one that... Were you in the Discord At the weekend of my mate's wedding, when there were a bunch of photos that were being sent in. Do you remember that? And there was like a photo of me like laying on a bed or something. I was laying on the bed with Zane. Zane's the one with like the black curly hair. Yeah. And I can show you Zane. I'm gonna go on the Discord right now and tag a photo of Zane. Okay. Oh no, you can't quite see Zane. So I'm just go in the general chat on Discord. There you go. Go have a look. Hello, Ayub. Yes, yes, I am. Can I make a Candy Crush group? No, I cannot. Get stuffed. No chance. George Russell on the back of Liam Lawson now. He's absolutely the faster of the Mercedes. We have now seen, of course, that Kimi Antonelli has come in for hards. Has anyone heard about the rain, by the way? Straight as a bendy ruler. Yeah, go on. How about it? George is probably going to get Lawson here. Lawson's in. Lawson's in. Soft, medium, or hard? I'm always hard. Bad joke. Silly git. So Charles Pitt had come out 12th. Lawson's now in. He put on the hards. There we go. Where's Lawson come out? Is he in front of Leclerc? Beautiful. Always just come out in front of Antonelli there. That's worked out well. That's worked out very well. But Antonelli will get past him here because he's got those. He's got the DRS and the hot tires. Yeah, Antonelli gets Lawson here. And Liam weaving, trying to get the temperatures up as well. I'm surprised that he kept that. I'll be honest. Max Verstappen, I agree. Yeah, that Liam survived. I'm surprised he did. Yeah, Kimi's going to be patient. Is Lando going for a one stop? Alonso's into the pits. He'll serve that penalty. Albon also now has a penalty for the collision with Colapinto. Makes sense. Who is Lewis and Sophie? Is Lewis dating someone? Have I missed something? Resto de Borto. Hello, Grandma. I hope you're well. My DMs are open always. I'd love to get to know you. How do I don't know who this Sophie person is. Yeah, Mariella. She. You got me feeling like all warm and stuff. I make a mean cup of tea. I got you. We're lap 23 out of 51 here. Yeah, Max is absolutely winning this race unless there's any crazy weather or DNFs or anything. Hannah St. John, some interesting stuff has come out about her. There's some old rumors of her doing some pretty like cancelable things. Good thing she's only like a wag, I suppose, in some instances. Like she's not. I mean, she does her modeling and stuff, but anyway. Piastri crashed out. Welcome back, Mikey. I don't know when you left, but Albon's about to overtake Fernando. Albon did spin out. Albon, I'm reading the chat. Albon spun out Colapinto. Colapinto's race is finished. Yeah. I don't know who Sophie is, guys. Can we either explain the Lewis and Sophie stuff or just stop talking about it? Because I have no idea what you're on about. Behrman P14 right now, looking down the back of Nico Hulkenberg. Is Albon's race also over? Yes. Most people's race are over. Who's pitted so far? You can see up above us right here. If they've only got one tyre used, they have not pitted. If they've got the second tyre used, they have pitted. This is the race, dog. This is 24 laps out of 51. We need a Carlos Sainz podium. I would absolutely love a Carlos Sainz podium. Hannah St. John, yeah. Any penalties? Yeah, Albon still has to serve a penalty. He has a 5 second. 10 seconds. Huh. Obviously, Fernando had one and he served it. Piastri, I'm not yet sure if he has a penalty or not. Because Piastri technically jumped the start, so he should get a 5 second penalty. But if he didn't serve the penalty, then he'll take a penalty into the next race, which I believe is a 5-place grid penalty if he didn't serve the penalty, is my belief. It's like how Valtteri Bottas in his first race for Cadillac is going to have to serve a penalty. Which is obviously crazy since it was from over a year and a half prior. It will be quite funny. So far in this race, let's have a little debrief. Of course, Max is going to win. Is there much rain happening? Not really. Nothing interesting. Does Lando have much to say in this race? Does he win this? No. Unlikely. Olivia Rodrigo? No way. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Oh dear. The best driver so far, which I guess Max, right? I mean, he's never really doing anything wrong here. El Tranquilo. Welcome. MC Hammer, go crazy. Do you remember 21st night of September? McLaren are so bad today. Oh yeah, just a few issues. Driver errors. Lando's being told that the tailwind is really bad at turn 16, which is where they're coming through right here. Which means Yuki. What, Rose? If you've just spoiled something for me, Rose. Hulkenberg now going for it around the outside of Lance Stroll. Try and get the switchback move. He should get a decent run. Not quite getting the move done. He'll have the second dose of DRS here, though, now. Stroll got a really good launch there, though. Oh, that's true, Ayub. Yuki would have been your brother. Yeah, real. Or at least like your half-brother, yeah. Max Radio. Yeah, he's been complimented for his pace. Yeah, fair. Well, Lawson is provisional like P5 right now, I think. Provisional P4. Because Verstappen and Sainz will... Well, you just got to think about traffic, right? Because the people in front of him haven't pitted yet. He's, out of the people that have stopped, he's second. So... How many Logitech brake pedals? Bro, the Logitech brake pedals, I've literally got my foot on it right now. They honk. They absolutely honk. Signs radio. You have exams tomorrow? Is Grandma still there? What's your grandma's name? Bortoletto with a relatively average stop. Never mind, it looks slower than it was. Maria. Hola, Maria. Ciao. I'll make Maria any tea that she wants. Give her some biscuits. Get a nice little rug. Watch your film. Is my real name Kevin? No, it's not. My real name is Ethan. No way, dog. That's crazy. Yeah, my real name's actually Ethan, though. The Kayo hoodie is underrated. Thank you. Thank you. Get your own Kayo hoodie. Actually, I don't know if they're even commercial. I don't think they are, low-key. Lilia, thank you for the follow. Lugo, your boy, thank you for the follow. I don't think you can buy them. I have a feeling that it's just, like, internal. Science has had a nice stop there. He's trying to cover off any threat from Russell, so he's boxed prior to George. You can't get them, can you, Luger? Yuki podium for now. He won't. He won't stay there. Not at all. Has the race begun? What a dumb question, Bev. We're like over halfway through. It's lap 28 out of 51. Oscar crashed in Q1. Has the race begun? It's FP1. It is. It is FP1 right now. Pablo. Leclerc on the back of Lawson still. Difference between yellow and white. Color. I don't know. It's Maria. It's not just don't say grandma. It's Maria. And I would never live stream my date. That's a private thing, and I wouldn't want to disrespect Maria. And that's if she even wants to go on a date. You know, don't assume things. Oh, right. You were asking about the difference between them. The tires, right? It's the compound. The white is the hard, the medium is the yellow, and the red is the soft. Good job, Max Verstappen. You ate uncooked rice. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. Good job, Agile Radio. That's not true, Luger. Norris podium would be a really good outcome for him. I don't think it's going to happen still. But he'd be pretty pleased with that. I can't believe we've got Oscar not finishing a race. That's unheard of, mate. Oscar never DNS. It's crazy. Carlos podium would be brilliant. Yes, please. I think he's on for it. Of the people that have pit right now, he is P1. Stop spamming. I am watching it live. I am. In comes Hajar. There we go. Max isn't winning the championship, guys. It's not possible. There's only, what, 7 races to go after this? It's impossible. It's not, sorry, it's mathematically possible, but probability, no. How much would the bookies be paying for Max to win the championship? I can't see it. How to bet on, like, the odds of winning the championship, but it's not going to happen. Did I get tickets for the 2026 OzGP? I didn't try. I didn't bother trying to get tickets. I figure I'll be alright. I'll be there for work and stuff. But I saw how brutal it was. My sister wasn't able to get any. It's pretty rough. I want to start running heavy. Yeah, me too. That'd be good. Correct. Everyone with one compound up here hasn't pitted. So you've got, what is it? The top five still haven't pitted. Max will win this race, but he won't win the championship. Victoria, are you rage baiting? Saying that Lando carries McLaren? That's got to be rage bait. Because if you're being deadly serious, you might want to review yourself. I mean, we could just tell you right away that that's objectively not true. Because to this point in the season, Oscar has more points than Lando, so what are you talking about? But if it is rage bait, well done. You've succeeded. And it's not, and the thing is, I wouldn't get upset about you saying that because I like Oscar. I don't like when dumb things are said, you know? So it's like, let's just make sure we get things correct. You can't watch the race for free, my friend, but you can watch it for $1 a month for your first month, that is, at Kayo Sports if you're living in Australia. If you're not living in Australia, use the VPN. Do I like Fortnite? Not a lot of it. I building in Fortnite was great until it became sweaty as hell, and then it just ruined. Just ruined. What about Rocket League? Oh, Rocket League is my thing. I'm pretty decent at Rocket League. I used to play like an esports team in like 2018. I would have been in year 8. How would that make me? 13? I'm currently, I think I finished last season GC 1 Div 3 or 4. So I'm a grand champ. Like, that's not that crazy. Yeah, I'm always playing Rocket League. And also I've started playing Skate as well. Like, the new Skate game is so good. Have you guys played the new Skate? It's free on Steam. It's so good. Going up the country, where don't you want to go? Leclerc on Liam Lawson now. If you want to 1v1 me or play any video games with me, Skate, FIFA, whatever it might be, might even do a Pro Clubs or something on the new FC, head over to Discord. Go join my Discord and you can chat with us. So if you haven't already, go link in my bio and you can join the Discord from there. Pedro, I think yes. Instant gaming, I don't know what that is. I have roles, yeah. Wait, Gustavo, are you in my server? What's your at? Go into the general chat. Oh, you just joined. No, you haven't. How long do I think? Oh, shut up with the Sophie thing. I don't know what that means. It's doing my head in. I'm very knackered. I've not done anything all week. I reckon for 3 or 4 days straight, my entire day consisted of me trying to be asleep. So I was just on the couch, just like zoning in and out of it all day for 3 days at least straight. Just watching like Sidemen Among Us 3-hour compilations and being like phasing in and out of consciousness was my week. Feeling like absolute ass. Lando got McLaren World Drivers' Championship 2024. I don't think he got the World Drivers' Championship last year, my friend. Piastri is losing his world champion. He's losing it, is he? He's lefty loosey. He's unscrewing his championship. Losing has 1-0. Yeah. Yeah, so McLaren didn't win the Drivers' Championship last year. You mean the Constructors? 2024. And yeah, Lando did better last year. Brilliant. But not anymore, so hold on. You did not bet $200 on Yuki for a podium. You did not. I refuse to believe that's so stupid. Why would you do that? No, that's dumb. Why have you done that? You've just wasted $200. Why would you do this? Why the hell why have you done that then? Unless you get a red flag right now. If you get a red flag right now, I'll actually be so excited for you. Have you actually done that? Have you actually bet on Yuki for a podium? If so, I'm going for Yuki now. You can refund it. Well, don't. All right. You know what? No. His money, bro. Calm down. No, I'll look out for my people. If I see dumb thing, I'm gonna. You gambled all your birthday money. Oh, Yuki, please get a podium. You should refund it. You should refund it. But if you don't want to refund it, everyone, let's get behind Yuki, okay? Okay? Yuki Tsunoda, come on. Get behind it for a podium, lads. It would be smart to refund it. But yeah. Thanks, Victoria. It is indeed a green screen. Favorite driver is Oscar, and he's not in the race anymore. Ethan has done this before. What, gambling? I've actually not. I have never used a sports betting app or whatever. My buddy puts the money on Lawson to qualify top 3 every race. Kiwi and met him once. Nice, yeah. Liam's a nice guy. Oh, we didn't do it this week? Oh, that's tragic. Is the race over for Alonso? Yes. Why did Oscar stop? So he lost. You know how like cars have 4 wheels? His had 3. So, how many laps left? 15. Albon now going down the inside of Nico Hülkenberg. Should get that move done, and he has indeed. Alonso up to P16. Yeah, boy. Max Verstappen. Lando radio. I'm shocked that Lando's gone this long on the tire. Correct, Aussie Sean. Hamilton's in. Aussie Sean saying tire blowout for Lando, please. I don't disagree. I do love Lando. Like, Lando's great, but I want Oscar to win the championship. So, you know, I have to have my objective like wants in that sense. If I didn't want Lando to drop points, that would be against my desire or my belief, like my value of like wanting Oscar to win. So I, for that reason. If something bad happened to Lando, I wouldn't be super angry about it. But it would be upsetting for him and unfair, because Lando's had a decent recovery drive to this point. Someone spawn a banana peel in front of Lando, for the love of God. Yeah, I think he might want something maybe like road spikes, or maybe, yeah, something that would puncture rather than a banana peel, or better yet, just a brick wall. No, that would, no, not a brick wall. Oh, just a barrier, not a brick wall. Would not end well. Yuki Tsunoda, come on, big man. Can you imagine if Yuki actually gets a podium? Have you actually bet on him? Okay, so Lando is coming in, I believe, unless it's a dummy. They're running out with the tires. I don't think it's a dummy. Nah, you've just choked it there. Because you would get more than double your money if he won. Oh, it's a slow stop for Lando again. Lando's had another slow stop. 4 seconds. Rough. He'll get overtaken here. Yikes. Lando won't be happy about that. Yeah, it would be something like 13-1. Yeah. It says payout is 403. Well, clearly you didn't put like that much on him. You wouldn't have put $200 on that then. Nah, Lando wasn't going to get a podium anyway, I don't think. What happened? When they put the rear left on, the car just moved weirdly. Take a screenshot and send it to me on Instagram DMs. Mariela, right front was the issue. It was. Here comes Yuki. That was a nice stop. Come on, Yuki. Oi, yo, low key though, Yuki's actually on the podium. Oh, Yuki's actually on the podium, guys. Oh no, George Russell will. Who am I going for? Anyone but Lando? No, I'm kidding. I want Liam and Carlos. How do I join the Discord, you say? Go to the link in my bio. So if you go onto my account, there's a link in my bio, a link tree, and there's a Discord link on that. And you join, and I'll give you the roles. Got like calluses and stuff. George Russell had a nice stop there. He should be okay. Carlos Sainz, though, probably Just behind, hey. Yeah. One race I'd like to see come back. I mean, everyone loves Hockenheim, right? Lando's not going to get it done on George. Also on Charles. I'm a working class man? What do you mean? I'm really not. I can't lie. Oh, right. No, I just go to the gym. Yeah, I'm not much of a working class guy. I work behind my computer all day at my house. I work and study at the moment. Well, work is just this sort of stuff, right? Like doing my bits and bobs with that Kayo and Fox. Remain, Wilson, remain. Oh, whoa. Max is going to come in at the end of this lap, and he's got a nice little gap. How old am I? I am 20. How old are you? Who is Jim? I don't know. Who is Jim? Oh, I see, I see. Friday night dinner reference. Yes, it was. Remain, Wilson. Remain. Wilson. Remain. Friday night dinner's so good, bro. You're 36. Nice. Lando's up in the 7th now. Rip. I reckon he finishes 5th. Rose, literally, when I mentioned that there's a Friday night dinner reference. For the reference, I'm looking at the emojis that she's put in the chat. No, Leclerc, why? Yeah, I agree with you, Pedro Freak. My boy Karun loves saying the word edging, doesn't he? I also thought that was going to be rain too, Mariella, but clearly just never came. What if Hamilton just took the track's race lap record? That was rapid. What a lap. Yeah, I think you might be right. Nice stop from George. Or was that Kimmy? That was George, wasn't it? It was George. We have got 10 laps left to go. The Nürburgring. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the GP circuit, though, of the Nürburgring. Like, I love the Nordschleife. But obviously, you're not going to do the Nordschleife. One, it's not really drivable for these cars. And two, it's just too friggin' long. Can you imagine the safety car margin that comes from that? Like, you have no problems clearing a track, though. Laguna Seca? Nah, mate, not for these cars. These cars on corkscrew? It would be cool. I do like Laguna Seca, but it just wouldn't happen. For me, okay, Adelaide. Fine. Oh, light rain. Light rain. Day 80. What was day 80 again? Was that... Are you talking about Monaco? Can't remember what I did. Was that the day that I did some laps? Day 6-7. Brands Hatch. Well, Brands Hatch had a lot to say in the F1 movie. If you guys watch the F1 movie, you know, the Brad Pitt, Lawson and Sonoda, nice one, Lawson. Brands Hatch was used for all of the Perth. Nah, not a chance. Nah. Brands Hatch was used for the Monza crash and Spa. They used it for something around Spa as well. So you know you saw them like doing laps of the track, and they just repainted Brands Hatch. Sandown, no. The Bend maybe would be kind of nice. Hamilton chasing Lando, please get him. Mount Panorama wouldn't work. Hamilton can go DNF or pit. Nah, he's good. Street circuit in Mount Druitt. I don't know where that is, Alana. I don't know about that. Will Carlos Sainz podium? I think so, actually. I think he's got a pretty good chance. They could do Bathurst reverse. Right, but they're not going to. Well, Adelaide, it's not suitable for these cars anymore. Which is a shame. Birmingham track. Oh, Rose, be quiet. Ooh, Lando a little snap there. You'd hate to see Lando hit the wall. I reckon Lando's might try and have a little move here on Yuki. Guys, I reckon I'm telling you what's going to happen. Lando's going to DNF from this race, or at least crash, because Yuki and Liam are going to try and like overtake. They're going to battle, and Lando's going to get caught up because they're going to something's going to happen with them, and Lando's going to get caught out. Yeah, Max is a free 25 points here. Colapinto P1. How about Colapinto P18? Yeah, Leclerc podium from P9. Nice. Thanks, Georgie. Appreciate it. There we go. Yuki's weaving, trying to go around the outside now of Visat Kadja. Or it's Liam Lawson. Never mind, I lied. Sorry, I forgot who we're looking at. I've got a bit of brain fog. Jump with the good old brain fog. You just packed 91 Mbappe in FC26. That's crazy. A year ago today, I packed Mbappe in FC25. I got him at the start of last year's game. That's crazy. Good pack. Lando is trying to go for the inside of Sonoda, yeah. What do you mean I lied to you? It's not done yet. Oh, wait, I got wrong which car it was. That's right. But yeah, I lied. I did lie. Max's championship is not back on. Max is not winning the championship. Sorry, he's not. Yes, Mariela. Correct. It's the unicorn sticker. That was so cute. Lando, you've had multiple podiums, back off. Yeah. Yeah, I agree that this battle between Lawson, Sonoda, Norris, Hamilton. It's going to get spicy.
Formula One is go. The greatest spectacle in motorsports. It is a new day. Formula One is go.
My bad, team. Where's Yuki? He's currently P6. Yeah, I reckon Science keeps his podium, guys. That's so good. You let Oscar have a win, now let Yuki have a podium. Right. What? Good on you, Max. Resto, thank you for the follow. Tell Maria I said hello, and thank you, and that she has a beautiful smile. Isaac, thanks for the follow as well. Yeah, valid, Emma. Boring race? Yeah, fairs. Yuki's losing it to the guy who replaced. Yes. Hammer time, Max Grand Slam. Yeah, Max winning the World Drivers Championship. Maybe he's just not, but yep. Yeah, that pit stop with Lando. Crazy work. Ulkenberg. Marcus, you send me a DM right now. Go on Instagram, Marcus, and DM me Max is winning the championship. So when he doesn't, I can come back and send you a message saying, told you so. And on the other side, on the other hand, if he does win, you can then have proof that you told me that you would. Mariella, probably not. So, you know, there's a lot of moving parts. I mean, it's like, I'm not going to say I bet you because I'm not a gambling man and I also don't think it's appropriate, but Yuki dropping positions. What do you mean? He's P6. Thanks, Luger, your boy. Max is pulling the fastest laps. Well, yeah, he's got no traffic. He's got nothing but clear air and a lot of talent. Well, he hadn't pit when he was in third. Norris will be champion. That is a comment that is a comment that has a lot of validity to it. I'm not gonna like argue you in that. That's a matter of opinion. I think still, I mean, it's definitely changing after this race. I think I would say completely objectively, I would still favor Oscar, maybe 60-40. But it's gonna shape up really close. Good stuff, Marcus Sorensen. Thoughts on Piastri crashing? Quite upset about that. The crash was really just the result of what happened at the start. So for me, what happened to Piastri starts with the race start. It was cooked from the beginning when he jumped the start. That was it for me. And that's just that. I believe. We still haven't heard from him because he hasn't been able to get. Because if you saw, the reason why we haven't had an interview from Oscar yet is because he's not in the pit lane, because he's still outside the track. You can't get in. We'll see if he gets penalty in Singapore. On board now with Lando Norris. We'll hold that thought for 1 second. He's going to try and have a little look to the inside of Yuki Tsunoda. Still unable to get through. You've got 3 laps to go now, and Lewis Hamilton is encroaching on the back of this little battle for P5. It was Oscar's fault. Oscar jumped the start. I don't think it was a car error. It looks like he let go of the clutch. He made a mistake. He then, anti-stall, whatever, as a result of that. Again, he made a mistake. Down to P20 off at the start. I think that, again, benefit of the doubt, I'd like to see what happened. But he was too eager going around the outside, braking quite deep. The thing is, the line that he wanted to take under brakes, you got a lot of steering input. You really would have to fight that through. And if you're trying to brake super late with brakes that are cold and tires that are cold and a whole lot of fuel, the lockup was almost inevitable, I feel like, at that. I think the chances of that being a lockup, and just, all things considered, I think that, again, maybe a poor judgment call. Maybe he just got a little bit too eager. I don't know. But yeah, so you think Lando gets both of them? Interesting. What message did you send me and who are you? I don't know who you are, so Sam Donovan. Okay, hello. Hi, Sam. Where did you send me a message? What, on TikTok or? I'll go have a look. Right, okay, I see your message. Good stuff, brother. I'll take the last option. Were McLaren bad this weekend? Honestly, I think that they just made a lot of errors across the board. The car isn't inherently bad. It's just one of those tracks where it's the car is not super important. Well, for this current landscape. Sergio Perez lost his seat from Red Bull end of last year, but is now driving for Cadillac next year. There are always going to be haters, bro. 2.5 laps remaining. Baku's never suited McLaren. Piastri got a miracle last year. I don't know about miracle. He drove really well. No. Carlos podium, please. I think he does. I think he gets it. All right, let's have a look. Does Lando have it on Yuki? Lando's going to be very close at the end of the straight here. Here we go. The gap, about 0.6. It will be under 0.6 by the time they get to the DRS detection. There's the detection. The DRS flap opens now. With the battery here, Lando Norris will be right on the back of Yuki Tsunoda, but I think Yuki's kept it again. Yuki must be managing that battery really well. We've got Martin Garrix, who will be waving the flag. Big fan of that. Big fan of Martin Garrix. I love me a little bit of electronic music. Rest in peace, Avicii. Max Verstappen right now is just cruising on home. Yeah, he's guaranteed to win this race. Yeah, 22 cars next year is going to be interesting. The graphics are going to get smaller. Big ups, Martin. Martin Odegaard. Yeah, Arsenal playing Man City after this, or later tonight. I look forward to that. I can't believe it. It's 10:05 and the race is ending. That's crazy for me here. It's 10 p.m. Yeah, this race has been weird. This is kind of gone super quick. We got 1.5 laps left. Your stream crashed. Oh no. Will Rebel perform good or bad with the Ford engine? Well, I don't know yet. That's the whole thing. Wait to see. Max title comeback. Max is not winning the championship, guys. Love Baku from Australia. I love Baku also. I'm also from Australia. I will enjoy moving to the UK, I hope. Maybe I'll hate it. I don't know. It's going to be stressful. 2:30? Oh, crazy. Shout back Baku. Baku! I don't know what that was. Yeah, Max is absolutely cooking. Beer battered R1. I am from Adelaide. Yes. How did you know? How did you know? I'll be moving to, I don't know exactly where yet, but somewhere in the UK. Max, Super Max. Oh my god, Lando's trying to make the move now on the last lap here, around the outside of Yuki Tsunoda. He's going to dive to the inside. He's very angry here. He is eager, very aggressive to get past Yuki Tsunoda now. He knows he needs to go for it here. Is it worth it, though? Is it worth it, Lando? It's only a couple points. He's not going to get it done here. He'll have to try and get it before the end of the straight. He's not going to do it. Lando's cooked. He's finishing P7. Skibbity toilet Baku, my dudes. There you go. Move to Luton. Okay. Interesting stuff Lando Norris is not even going to gain that much on Oscar here. That's honestly quite impressive. Why am I moving? For work and life, really. Lads, Max Verstappen is about to win here in Baku. Crosses the line, back-to-back race winner, Max Verstappen. Impressive work. George Russell will come across the line in P2 in 14 seconds, no less. And in third place, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, it will be Carlos Sainz on the podium in the Williams. Impressive work from Carlos, obviously qualified P2. And there he goes. Williams on the podium, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Antonelli P4. Lawson will finish P5. And Norris unable to get past Yuki Tsunoda. It's only 7th place for Lando Norris. Now, let me have a look at the points situation as a result of that. Okay. We know that if you win a race, you get 25. And if you come second, you get 18 points. That is a 7-point gap. Lando has finished 7th, which is only worth 6 points. So if we're deeping this outcome for Oscar was like low-key better than it could have been throughout the weekend had it just been a regular McLaren 1-2. Like, that is mind-boggling that Lando has not even gained the difference between P1 and P2 on him after a DNF. So I think overall, for Oscar, this is nothing more than a mental barrier that he needs to work past. The result itself has not really damaged the championship that much, if you think about the chance of Lando winning the race and Oscar getting second, right? But Lando did not capitalize on Oscar's mishaps, and I can't really blame him. It was just one of those weekends. It was hard to really make much of a gap up in this race. But yeah, Lando will be very disappointed, all things considered. Yeah, Carlos on the podium, baby. That is huge. Huge, 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 huge. Vamos, Carlos. Sainz just said the best podium in his career. That's huge. Singapore next. Oscar come out all guns blazing. Absolutely. Do you know what else will be coming out all guns blazing? Is my content. I'm going to be there on the ground with Fox. If you guys know Fox Sports, I'll be there on the ground with Fox. And we'll be filming lots of great content. If you have any content ideas that you would like me to see, I'll be walking up and down the paddock. I'll be all about with everyone. Send me a DM. Send me a message of what video you would like to see. And if it makes the cut, I'll give you boys and girls a shout out as well. And you get to see your video idea come to life. So if you have any ideas that you want to see, I'll be on the ground in Singapore. So let me know, all right? Let me know. No, I'm going to actually end the live. So yeah, no point in joining. Sorry. I cannot say your name live on TV. A quick chat with Aston Martin? Or Martin Brundle? Is that what you're talking about? Brundle? I won't be on the... I don't believe I'll be on the pre-race grid. Max Verstappen wins, ladies and gentlemen. Find a paddock cat. Unlikely in Singapore, right? Piastri DNF'd because he went into the wall. Understood. And I had to lock up. Lila lila lila. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Max Verstappen wins. George Russell P2 with Carlos Sainz on the podium in P3. Williams getting the podium for the first time in quite a while. Was the last Williams podium Lance Stroll? here in Baku. No, never mind. Sorry. I forgot about George 2021 Spa. But it was Stroll in 2017. Let's go, Carlos. What a weekend. Oh, that's so awesome. It's so great to see. Very happy to see this. George doing well to get a P2. The sticker. Yes, the sticker. Yeah, Maxi, I was thinking that one. Where do you think you're going to finish this weekend? And then, like, cut to where they do. Oh, they're playing Smooth Operator for Carlos. That's so cool. Good stuff, Carlos. Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in for the race this weekend. It has been a very solid weekend if you're Carlos Sainz or Williams. Not so great for McLaren across the board, but, you know, silver linings. Silver linings for Oscar Piastri, who didn't really lose out by that much. He only lost out by 6 points, which again, I repeat, is better than a P1, P2 gap. So not so bad after all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you very shortly. And have a great day wherever it is that you're from. And we'll see you in Singapore. On the ground in Singapore, no less. So have fun with that. Bye-bye.